Nets 50, Blazers 46. Getting ready for second half action. Time right now for Ask the Announcers. Whoa, snazzy open. Woo. Jimmy, you look sharp. All right, our first question tonight.
Though.
Matt in Marlboro, New Jersey. Does Eduardo Nahara have any pets? Well, we sent Michelle Beadle out to get the answer from the source. Eduardo Nahara.
Hey Matt, this is Eduardo Nahara from the New Jersey Nets, and the answer to your question is yes, I do have 4 pets. Well, not necessarily mine. My daughter has a King Charles. His name is Charlie, inside dog. My wife has a Maltese. Her name is Princess. I don't even know the kid's name her. And we have 2 outside dogs that I don't really like because they chew on my doors, my sprinklers, everything we got in my patio. So there we go.
And the 2 outside dogs are Nugget and Daisy.
Gotta stay off the furniture. Yeah, I mean, that's basic for a dog.
All right, Prosh in North Brunswick, New Jersey. Hey, Ian. Johnny Eagle. We talked about Johnny yesterday, which is a great name. It goes with everything. Johnny Eagle sounds like a good superhero name. What kind of superhero would you like to be? Well, I think I would be announcer boy. And the only thing that would stop me, like my kryptonite, would be overly talkative analysts.
You're in good luck right now. I'm going.
You're shutting me out.
And I'm not going to listen to you again. So go ahead. It's all yours.
Announcer boy. 50-46 Nets as we start playing this second half. Aldridge are back in against Anderson. And Aldridge, bank shot doesn't go. Rebounded by Carter. Carter sizing up Batum. Pull up 3. No good. Simmons had it and deflected out of his hands. Controlled by Roy. Roy to the hoop. And Brandon Roy makes it look very easy. Going to the basket.
He's also one of those guys when you watch him. You know, he'll play 35, 40 minutes and barely break a sweat. He's great conditioning.
So it's a 2-point game just underway here in the second half. Oden back in there for the Blazers. Lopez will get an opportunity. Oden there defensively. Kick out. Simmons knocks down the jump shot inside the arc.
And just like Coach Doug said at the halftime, pass the basketball, get it around, move the ball. A lot of touches, especially against the zone, even though that was man-to-man.
You and Doug Overton apparently very close.
Coach Doug.
Never even knew. Coach D. 6 to shoot. Rodriguez. No Steve Blake tonight. Out with a shoulder injury. Rodriguez too strong. And that one will carry him out of bounds.
You know, and at halftime I did a little work with my graphics team, and we found some announcer boy.
No.
I mean, you know what? I thought they were pictures of you when you were a youngster.
No. Sadly, that's actual size. Announcer boy.
Oh.
Simmons a jump shot.
Nice.
Now, if you have a question for Ask the Announcers, if you want to see Jimmy as a superhero, go to yesnetwork.com or email nets@yesnetwork.com.
I believe this game has gotten in the way of announcer boy graphics. I'd like to see that again because that was very short-lived.
Yes. I think we've seen enough.
You've seen enough
of cartoon announcer boy.
Next year's holiday card, I'll get that. if not sooner.
Announcer boy.
Oh, stop.
6-point lead for the Nets. Here's Rodriguez out on the perimeter.
Thank God my mom has that television. She can't hear the play-by-play side. She mutes it.
Closed captioning. Jump shot goes for Aldridge. And the Nets have a 4-point lead. Neither team can shake the other. Largest lead so far tonight. Portland up by 7. Nets led by as many as 6. Nets trying to get back to the 500 mark. A victory would bring them to 20-20 just before the midway point of this 08-09 season. Here's Harris. Jump shot. Count it.
A smooth start so far in the first 3 minutes for the Nets.
Devin Harris now with 7 points, 4 assists, and 21 minutes of action. Way outside. Roy swings it. Aldridge, the jumper. And rebound knocked outside. Roy thought about it. Aldridge, uncontested jam. LaMarcus Aldridge. And Ryan Anderson banged up on the play. He's trying to walk it off. Now he's in some pain. But even amidst the pain, he looked at Lawrence Frank and said, that one's on me. Harris on the drive and deuce.
They're catching Oden up top. Oden's going to sit back, I think, from now on with that pick and roll because he's just not capable of handling it.
Batum swings it for Rodriguez. Now Oden will come to the outside, set the screen. Dump down, and a foul called. Carter. That's going to be number 3 on Vince Carter.
Let's take a look at Anderson over here. Here's the shot, and now let's see what happens to him. Oh, you see that left ankle?
Turned it.
Yeah, you could see that left ankle just kind of pop out a little bit on him.
Now, right now, he's playing through it, and he draws the assignment on Aldridge. Rodriguez, no-look feed. Roy, inside touch for Oden. Shot clock down to 2. Takes a peek at the clock. And no good. Anderson with the rebound could have gotten Batum on and over the back. Here's Harris the other way. Nets lead by 6. They've matched their largest cushion of the night. Harris directing traffic. He wants it against Rodriguez. Forced to give it up. Anderson pulls the trigger. A 3 goes down. Ryan Anderson, apparently that ankle is okay. And the Nets with a 9-point advantage here in the third quarter. Simmons went for the steal. Roy looks to make him pay. Throws it up. And tripped on the play as Anderson goes down once again.
It's amazing how much attention he gets, but we take a little jump pass here and watch Anderson plant, ready to shoot it. And then he comes down the other side, and you know, one of the things, you have Devin Harris with the ball and Ryan Anderson gets that shot off, and you have this gentleman, Roy, with the ball. Look at all the white shirts that are trying to stay with him.
Batum rims out on a 3. Oden couldn't grab it. Knocked around, and Roy is there. Now he's got a knack.
He has a knack for being around the ball, but I think Oden may have gotten that almost with a swat at it and ended up triggering it over to Roy.
61-54. Harris, stop and go. Lopez, pick and pop, soft touch. And Brook Lopez adding to his point total now with 11 points, 5 boards.
And Oden
make it 13.
Oden sat back that time. They took advantage of it.
Roy inside the arc. And rebounded by Anderson. Nets are running. Harris looking for an opening. Swings it. Anderson gives it up, and he's going to get called on the charge. Ryan Anderson had the right idea, darting towards the rim.
He had the right idea, but watch where this pass is, Zion. You see where he catches it? Catches it behind him, then you catch, and by the time you turn, remember, your body's going forward, you're reaching back to catch it, you become out of control, and unfortunately, he had no choice. He couldn't stop in front of the charge.
Jared Bayless is in for Portland, replacing Rodriguez. Ball movement, Roy feeding the post. Aldridge a back in a curl. Offensive foul, the hook.
We've got to get out the tee soon. Nate McMillan is up. I didn't think he was going to get this call originally, but now watch the left arm. I thought they were going to get him for the pop with his arm. But then from the official from behind just then, Scott Wall could not see the pop, but he saw the arm come around from that vantage point.
Saw the follow through. Harris, what a look for Lopez, who rocks the rim. Harris with 7 assists. Lopez with 15 points. And now Nate McMillan has seen enough. Nets lead 65-54 here in the third.
Mr. Oden might be seeing enough of this gentleman coming right down the middle of the floor. Oden stays out top, and bang, it's over.
Jay Nets. Now the Nets have made 7 in a row from the field after missing their first 2 shots of the quarter. They've outscored the Blazers 15-8 so far in the third.
And I think the way they've done it is the most impressive so far. Very comfortable shooting the basketball, getting the shots, the assists, 16 assists on 25 field goals. And Greg Oden has seen enough for this short period of time of the pick and rolls and the play of Lopez. 15 points, 5 rebounds, 6 of 9 from the floor. So far this big man matchup has tilted to Lopez.
Well, they're going to change up, put Aldridge at center, and now play Outlaw up front.
Little quicker guy, huh? Make an adjustment.
Outlaw against Anderson. Rise and fire for Outlaw, no good. And Carter able to save for Simmons. Harris will set things up for the Nets. Watched by Bayless. Harris gives up his dribble. Anderson, wide open look.
We had a mismatch with Lopez on that switch, also with Bayless taking him.
Roy, the lob for Aldridge. Anderson there to clog up the hole. Aldridge turns. Back of the iron. Rebound slapped out to Simmons. Aldridge now 6 of 14 from the field. He's got 12 points. Blazers have 2 players in double figures. Roy with 19. Nets have 3. 15 for Lopez, 10 apiece for Simmons and Carter. Harris swings it, ball movement. Anderson, they leave him alone and can't hit the 3, short. So back-to-back misses from long range for Ryan Anderson. Had a chance to extend the lead to double figures.
Just didn't look like the legs were working strongly on that jumper.
Outlaw. Well, he's got speed. The floater doesn't go, but he does draw the foul. And Travis Outlaw heading to the free throw line where he's a 71% shooter. Signed a 3-year, $12 million deal. The underrated scorer. He's averaging 11.5 points per game and has been clutch. He's made big shots in the fourth quarter for this Blazer team. Second attempt for Outlaw, and 1 out of 2. 65-55. Nets in front. Under 5 minutes to go in this third quarter. The bounce, Carter had it deflect off him. Anderson there, 12 to shoot. Now Carter wants it against Batum. Carter. And rebounded by Outlaw. Nets have gone cold here since the timeout. Roy on the perimeter. Now using the screen. Blocking foul is the call. And Brandon Roy is going to the free throw line as Anderson took a shot. It's number 3 on Ryan Anderson. Jarvis Hayes getting ready to check in.
You take a look at him with the dribble. 2 dribbles. Yeah, a little bit of a move maybe. Yep. You see Ryan Anderson had the footwork outside the semicircle, but he was drifting to his right. And allows Roy to go to the line for a pair.
Yeah, Roy recently missed 4 games with a strained right hamstring. As Hayes will check in and take Anderson's spot on the floor. 8 points, 3 of 7 from the field, 4 rebounds. Anderson making his 3rd career NBA start for the injured E. Gianleon. 21 for Brandon Roy. The Nets lead is 8. Harris in the half court. And a foul called. Batum was draped over Vince Carter, and Carter limping. Now in some pain along the baseline.
Let's see how Vince, that's holding on to that right leg again from last night.
But he wants it against Batum. Carter 10 points here tonight. 3 of 10 though from the field. Double team. And Carter finds the open man. Hayes sets the feet, fires, can't hit the 3. Rebound controlled by Aldridge. Now the Nets are now down to 50% from the field. The Blazers are shooting 40%. Roy using the screen, and the jump shot doesn't go. Carter with the rebound. And Carter wants to bring it across himself. Batum picks him up. Carter with a head of steam and draws the foul. Vince Carter heading to the free throw line. He is 2 of 2 there tonight.
You almost get the impression that when Vince Carter decides to go to the basket, I would say 80% of the time, if not more, he's going to get to the free throw line.
Nets as a team are 8 of 12, now 8 of 13 from the line. The Blazers are 14 of 18. And Joel Przybilla will check in, and Lawrence Frank will send Josh Boone in. So couple of guys that are willing to bang on the inside. Boone replaces Lopez. Aldridge will get a breather for Portland. Nets are 9-12 here at home. And that is with 4 straight victories here at the Izod Center. 66-57. Carter now has 11. We've got 3.5 to play in the third quarter. Outlaw against Simmons. And Simmons got a piece off the screen. Carter the other way. And Carter waits for his teammates to get down the floor.
Portland does a pretty good job defensively.
Oh, Carter creating space. And wanted a call on the inside. Bayless straight down the middle, and he lays it in.
You know, nobody ever made a commitment to defense in terms of seeing him coming down the floor.
Now, he is a slasher.
Yep.
Excellent acceleration from Jared Bayless, the rookie out of Arizona. After making 7 straight shots, the Nets have missed 5 in a row until that attempt. Devin Harris knocks it down.
And you have to take advantage of mismatches, and sometimes people think it's only tall guys offensively versus the short. There was a small versus a big that was no match for Brisbilla.
Outside for Roy. They stack up defensively. Double team comes from Boone, and the Nets over the limit. Free throws coming. Josh Boone at a technical. Nate McMillan just got a tee. So free throws coming up for Roy. The Nets will get a free throw from the technical. And McMillan is steamed, and he is still yelling in the direction of Scott Wall. We saw it earlier. He avoided the tee. He just got one now. It's $40, so order yours today. NJNets.com or call 1-800-3-GO-NETS. 1-800-3-GO-NETS. Technical foul on Nate McMillan. Let's see how it happened.
Let's take a look. Here's Nate over here in the official, right? And I think right now he's looking for a little bit of a hold. He's not getting it. So he goes this way to yell at the official for not calling it, even though this official right here makes the call.
Yep, Derek Richardson had the call on the outside, and McMillan had a message for Scott Wall.
Well, and the other part of it, right on, I agree 100% with you there, Ian. And the other part is the message is, my guy Roy has been getting bounced around a little bit out front. Get him to the line a little bit, or blow the whistles, and let's see if he gets a couple of more looks.
Now, Roy has been there 9 out of 10 at the free throw line. Personal foul was given to Boone, and McMillan may have wanted it earlier on Jarvis Hayes. So made free throw for Roy. 22 points, 5 rebounds. He is right at his average on both accounts, now above it on the point total. 23. The next highest scoring Blazer is LaMarcus Aldridge with 12. Nets lead by 8. Come up on 2 minutes to play in the third quarter. Keon Dooling is in, and he has replaced Vince Carter. Harris gets hit on the outside. Just the 3rd team foul, though, on the Blazers. Now Rudy Fernandez returning, and Brandon Roy is going to get a rest. He has logged 28 minutes.
That just rolls off your...
Fernandez, yeah. It's great broadcasting.
Yeah, it is. It's a great one.
Dooling tried the bounce. And a turnover. Under 2 minutes to go in the third quarter. Bayless on a crossover, leans in, good strength, and a foul call. Boone was there defensively, the last line of defense. Bayless has been aggressive off the bench with 10 points.
6'3", 200 pounds. He does go at you, though.
It is a new career high for Jared Bayless. 8 points, the previous high in his first year. And now he has 11. So Nate McMillan wanted to see who could fill the void in the absence of Steve Blake. And it's been Bayless.
You know, keep in mind, too, this Portland team is a pretty good team on the road. They've won 9 out of their last 17 games. Eastern Conference 12-3. 7-2 on the road. So This team likes to travel around in the Eastern Conference. They don't really mind going west to east.
Overall, 9 and 10 away from the Rose Garden. Dueling using the screen. Hayes, ball movement. Harris on the attack, and the floater. No! It's Boone on a special delivery. Alley-oop feed from Harris. Bayless got a bump. Outlaw 3. And Travis Outlaw shoots it at 42% from three-point territory. Cuts into the Nets' lead.
This pace at both ends is starting to pick up just a little bit. Always backfires when I say it's shaping up to be a good fourth quarter.
Yeah, don't say it. 1 minute to go in the third. Oops. And they're going to get Dueling on the offensive foul.
Take a look at Boone's over here pointing up. Get it up there for me. Oh,
kaboom.
Boy, I'll tell you, he had to reach back on that one, too. That was not the easiest as the bench reacts. And I'll tell you, Josh Boone showed me a little bit there, and I didn't think he would be able to dunk that ball from where he had to grab it.
Nahara in for Simmons. Nets lead, which was 11, is dwindling. Outlaw. And Prisbilla, the tip off the glass and in.
That was a little volleyball tip just then.
A clock issue right now. They'll put it back to 48.6. Prisbilla with 10 rebounds here tonight. He's got 4 points. Second chance points, 12-6 in favor of Portland. And the Blazers on a 9-2 run at 71-68.
And back to the zone look, too, which gave the Nets some problems.
Nahara. Dueling inside. Kick out. Harris, 7 to shoot. Harris inside the arc. And rebound, same team, but Bayless comes out of the fray with it. A 2-second differential. Shot clock to game clock.
And the Blazers have a foul to give, too. If they give it up.
Bayless being watched by Harris. High screen Outlaw. They switch on the play. Outside, Fernandez. Shot clock's down to 2. Fernandez fires. No. Harris tried to keep it alive, and that's how this quarter will end. As the Blazers are able to battle back, trailing by double figures. The Nets with 4 players.
Only on, yes. How's that?
Yeah.
Announcer boy.
Very good. My trusted sidekick. Ralph. You're just Ralph.
Ralphie boy. Go get him, announcer boy.
71-68.
Excuse me.
As we start play here in the fourth quarter, UNCC will be on the call.
We will.
Ian Eagle, Jim Spinarkle, Michelle Beadle, the rest of our Yes Network crew. We're underway here in the fourth. Outlaw, long jump shot, and it's rebounded by Dueling. Dueling's out there with Carter, Nahara, Hayes, and Boone. Roy, Fernandez, Outlaw, Prisbilla, and Bayless, the 5 on the floor for Portland. Ball movement, 10 to shoot. Carter has a one-on-one with Bayless. High screen set by Nahara. Now a switch against a big man, Prisbilla. He'll stroke it. Back of the iron on a long ball. Jumper, Fernandez for 3. Rudy Fernandez, the rookie from Spain. His sister Marta played for the LA Sparks in the WNBA in 2007. We are tied at 71. Lopez getting ready to check in. Carter, kick out. Dueling offers up a 3. Book it.
I think there was some confusion just then on both parts. The Blazers at first they weren't sure what zone or man-to-man defense they were in. Nets had some problems recognizing the bench scoring. Nets need to pick that up, down 10 so far. A little reach from behind for Dueling.
Dueling now with 7 points. He just picked up the personal foul. That's number 2.
So you take a look here, double team on this side. You just spray it over to this right side, and you step in stride shooting your jumper. Makes shooting the ball so much easier when you know it's coming in your direction and you have a good half a second to get it off.
10.5 to play in this fourth quarter. Nets leading the Blazers by 3. Bayless off the dribble, right down the lane in the left hand. Jared Bayless has been very impressive here tonight at the Izod Center.
And I like the fearless part of him too, Ian, going down the middle of the floor. He's going in there. He's looking to get hit, looking to make some contact. We've seen him a couple of times.
Dueling, circling, and the jump shot doesn't go. Rebounded by Przybilla. Blazers have a chance to take the lead here. And it's Bayless. Same play. And a blocking foul. Score it. And one. Bayless is playing with a major purpose.
Even from way out on the floor, look at the just slide left. And unfortunately for Naharai, just not there in time because Bayless is quick enough, Ian, and smart enough on that drive to just drift just a little bit, and not a whole lot, but just enough to get by with his right side of his body.
It is a coming out party for Jared Bayless here tonight. Bayless comes in averaging 2.9 points per game. He's got 17, a new career high. Dueling. And the zone continues to give the Nets fits here. Lopez on a give and go. Dueling, shot clock down to 6. Back outside. Dueling, shot clock is down to 2. Forced to fire. Outlaw there to gather in their loose ball.
You know what the problem is there, Ian? It looks like a zone, but that was man-to-man, and because it looked like a zone, nobody's moving.
Roy missed it.
Got Dueling if they hurry.
And Roy might have injured his knee. Dueling accelerating to the rim. Brandon Roy is grabbing his left knee.
He may have smacked knees with Jarvis Hayes because Hayes is doing the same thing. They're carbon copies of one another.
And a foul called. Dueling will pick up his third.
Yeah, Lopez may have bumped him a bit, don't you think?
He sure did.
And I think he hit knees with Hayes.
Devin Harris will check back in, replacing Eduardo Nahara. So the Nets going with 3/5 of their starting lineup. Hayes and Dueling, the bench players currently in there, joining Carter, Lopez, and Harris. Outlaw just beat Hayes off the dribble and a foul called. Travis Outlaw will shoot 2.
Take a look at Roy and Hayes. Watch this right now. Little knee on knee. There we go. Oh. And you know what? It's especially in slow motion. All right, they bump knees.
Yeah.
That hurts. That's bone on bone.
Hayes felt it too.
Oh, yeah.
Although he came back on the other side with a chance to maybe get a bucket.
Right. Offensively, you don't feel the injuries as much. Defensively, you do. Another point very quickly on 9:03 left here, fourth quarter. Nets have 4 team fouls already. Blazers, 0. That is huge in a tight game.
And toss this into the equation. Blazers have 25 free throw attempts here tonight. They've made 20 of them. The Nets 10 of 15. Harris through traffic on the pass off. And a foul call. There's the first team foul against Portland. We'll get a timeout as Przybilla will pick up the personal. 8:51 to go. We are in the fourth. Blazers lead. Capital One Bank presents tonight's key matchup. The battle of the rookie big men. Greg Oden and Brook Lopez. Lopez with 15 points, 5 rebounds in 26 minutes. Oden limited to 2 points, 1 board, 1 block in 13 minutes for Portland.
Well, the big guys start with some physical play. Little box out by Lopez, keep him off the boards, and a little lock shot that goes the other way. So the big guys are going after it. You know, when it gets too tough inside, move outside where it's safer, and then go back inside and finish it off.
Now, most of the night for Oden has been spent right there on the bench. 13 minutes. And Brook Lopez, good showing. We still have 8:51 to go in this fourth quarter. And Jarvis Hayes will trigger in. Oden was with the team most of last season. Went on a number of trips. Obviously was there for the home games. Carter on a fadeaway. He just doesn't have it. He is 3 of 13 from the field. 11 points, 8 rebounds for Vince Carter.
I think he's got to change his direction, though. Come back the other way towards the basket.
Outlaw against Hayes, leaning in, and rebound, slam. LaMarcus Aldridge.
Almost appeared as if he didn't jump for that initially to get that rebound.
79-76, Portland. Offensive rebounds. Portland leads the NBA in that category. Harris swings it. Hayes offers up a three. Lopez able to lay it in off the miss.
It looks like the Blazers are going to stick with their zone and force this action outside as much as possible. So you will get some offensive rebounding opportunities if you're the Nets.
17 points, 6 rebounds for Brook Lopez. Roy forcing his way inside for the deuce.
Needs help. There's no other way around it. Guys with this much talent need a second guy to come in and make him kick the basketball away.
25 for Brandon Roy. 3-point lead for the Blazers. Harris getting the step and put it high off the glass for 2. Devin Harris now with 14 points, 8 assists. Nets trail by 1. Ball movement. Outlaw corner 3. Bottom.
A little slow in the reaction. And the Blazers, as we touched on, the road is friendly for them. And they're getting a comfort zone here in the fourth quarter, that's for sure.
Outlaw now with 8 points, 6 rebounds. 84-80 Blazers. Carter. Ball movement. Dueling thought about it. Extending out on the zone. Carter. Drive and kick. Hayes. And Carter all in one motion. He actually got that ball on the way down from his jump to throw it down for New Jersey.
And his initial drive to the basket creates that opportunity for himself, even though it was a longer range shot, because the defense starts to play scatter ball.
13 points, 9 rebounds for Carter. Roy behind the back. Aldridge now swings it. Shot clock winding down. Out of the corner. Outlaw again. And another 3 for Travis Outlaw.
Boy, all of a sudden, everybody's chipping in for the Blazers. Whenever they need to answer the Nets, they've been able to do it over the last 3 or 4 minutes. Oh, boy.
And a steal. Good night. A foul called. And Roy may have hurt his knee again as Harris came back for the embrace.
Let's see if there's a little contact, knee on knee again.
And Brandon Roy still in some pain as he strides over to the free throw line. Blazers' largest lead has been 7. And right now they're up by 6.
You take a look here, Ian. Vince Carter, up he goes, and basically catches it right above the rim and finishes it off. And what's going to make the determination here, as I touched on, the Blazers with 1 team foul. As you take a look at these numbers for Roy, Nets with the 5. They have to start really challenging. And Lawrence Frank's going to talk it over. I would think part of the message will be to see if they can move the basketball towards the bucket.
A timeout. Time to take a look at the Verizon Fios game summary. 88-82. Blazers have taken a 6-point lead on the Nets. They've outscored them 20-11 here in the fourth. Balanced scoring for the Nets. And a go-to guy for Portland, Brandon Roy, 26 points. He's gotten help tonight from Jared Bayless, a career-high 17 points for the rookie. Season average is under 3 points per game. Of late, it's been Travis Outlaw with a couple of trays.
It sure has been, and the interesting part about this is he shoots it from the dead right corner for the first. And now let's take a look at the second one. Where does he park himself? Maybe 1/2 a stride to his left. Buries both of them. Very active in leading this team in the fourth quarter.
Blazers have gotten their shooting up to 46%. Nets have dropped to 49%. Offense will run through Carter here. In this quarter, Portland is 70% from the field. Harris lines it up and knocks it down. A 3. 88-85 as Harris cuts the lead in half. He's got 17 points, 8 assists. 5:40 to go in the fourth. Roy using the screen. Pick and pop for Aldridge. He cans it.
Nice use of the personnel there, too, with Aldridge. The ability to look to his right initially. Just like with Odin earlier in this game, Lopez going to come out and try to double team Roy. He's very good with the basketball.
90-85 Blazers. Harris maintains the dribble, hangs in the air for the bucket.
He's pretty good with the ball also. Good decisions, back-to-back trips by Devin Harris.
And Harris now with 19 points. It's 90-87. Bayless going to the hoop and stolen away. Nets with numbers, 3-on-2 developing. Harris straight down the middle for the bucket.
He outran a 2-on-1 break just then. Devin Harris is so quick. He had Vince Carter to his right. Next thing you know, he's ahead of the pack and laying it in.
It's a 1-point lead for Portland. Aldridge, pump fake. Lopez closes. Roy working around the screen, deflected. Aldridge has got it. Tough shot over Lopez.
Boy, not only a tough shot, Ian, but how about that deflection when it appeared as if the ball was just like laying in thin air up there, waiting for somebody to come defensively and grab it.
18 for Aldridge, 92-89 Portland. We come up on 4 minutes to play here in the fourth. Harris against Bayless, step back for two. And long rebound to Roy.
I like the high screens that the Nets are setting in this zone. They're throwing a little man-to-man offense at the top against this defense. Good position underneath here.
And Aldridge missed it, pulled the string on it.
Yeah, he did. Short-armed it. He was wide open from 5 feet. That was a nice little cut from behind.
3-point differential. We've got 3:48 to go in this fourth quarter. Both teams were blown out last night. And a foul call. Jared Bayless called on the personal.
Here we go off to the races. Give it to Harris, and all of a sudden, bang, he goes ahead of everybody. Roy just can't hang with him. And then watch this little deflection. It goes up in the air. Where is it? Oh, you talk about a tough break for the Nets defensively.
Second team foul against Portland. Carter, high pick, gives up his dribble. Bobby Simmons checks in and can't hit the three.
Tough to check in and shoot that long-range jumper.
Portland 92, Nets 89. We've got 3.5 to play here in the fourth. Roy. Aldridge left alone for a moment. Bayless on the attack and slam. High riser and the foul.
Boy, there is a message from Mr. Bayless right there. My goodness. When he caught that ball out in the corner, Ian, right now he is thinking right here, I'm going after this one. Wow, did he finish that. Little spread. They just get the Nets to rotate defensively. Woo.
Bayless listed at 6'3", 200 pounds. And he completes the three-point play. Portland with a 95-89 lead. Chris Rock, what do you have to say about that?
If he likes his basketball, he's got a good game to come to.
Bayless with 20 points. Harris nearly lost it.
Got to get out of that three-point lane.
Deflected. Lopez, give and go. Simmons, reverse style. It wasn't the prettiest set, but effective. Put it on the board for two.
Yeah, it didn't remind me of Kareem Abdul-Jabbar and Magic on that one, but it still was a deuce.
Roy gets around Carter. Brandon Roy, just so polished. He's got 28 points and a timeout. 22nd timeout taken.
It'll be interesting to see if Nahara goes in for Lopez here or not.
The 20 turns into a full. We've got 2:38 left.
Nice reverse right here by Simmons, but Brandon Roy at the other end. You have to step in and slow him down a lot quicker because he has all the tools offensively.
Tonight, after the postgame on Yes, stay tuned. Yankees Hot Stove. The Times' Jack Curry and MLB.com's Hal Bodley join Bob Lorenz to talk about the Yankees' offseason moves and the recent Hall of Fame ballot results. It's Yankees Hot Stove tonight after the postgame only on Yes. 6-point differential, 2:38 to go here in the fourth quarter. A 7-2 Portland run over the last 2 minutes. And they're in front of the Nets, 97-91. Jared Bayless has been right smack in the middle of it for the Blazers. 20 points for the rookie. And Brandon Roy has 28.
I often find it very interesting in this league, Ian, when guys are given the opportunity. When Steve Blake, for example, doesn't play, so there's minutes and somebody has to come out and do it. You say, well, you get a young kid. What's he going to do tonight? All of a sudden, you blossom, you get some minutes, and you show that's why you belong in the NBA.
One of the youngest teams in the NBA, the Blazers, an impressive nucleus. Nets trying to come from behind here. Doolin, great step, going to the hoop and scores.
Lawrence Franks decides to go with a smaller unit, and for the most part, a lot of it has to do with this pick and roll with Lopez. He wants a faster guy like Nahara on the floor to be able to help if they come with this play right here.
Roy sizing up Carter, screen from Aldridge. Pick and pop. Aldridge buries the jump shot.
Now keep in mind the difference though is that he's tall, and if you're not going to stick with him, Roy goes one-on-one, so they're spreading the floor. And look at the shooting, 75%.
Red hot in the fourth. Harris, little fend off, tough shot, and Harris wanted a foul. That was a clean block. 99-93 Blazers. Nets need a stop here with 1:40 to go.
You used the word tough shot at the Nets end. You didn't say that with the Aldridge the last trip.
Bayless, and rebounded by Nahara.
That was a tough shot right there, so let's see if the Nets can get an easier one.
Harris, lob inside. Simmons catches, doesn't go, and a foul called. Bobby Simmons was that close to a three-point opportunity.
I'm not so sure that Bobby Simmons caught this ball cleanly. Does he get it cleanly right here? Nah, I think he fumbles it just a touch, and it's just enough to throw the shot off. Plus, he was pushed as he was catching. It had a little to do with it also.
So Bobby Simmons at the free throw line, 12 points here tonight. And first one is good. Excellent free throw shooter over the course of his career, 83%. This season has shot it at 75%. This would cut it to 4. 99-95, 1:26 left on the clock. Bayless will bring it across. He's had a career night, 20 points on 6 of 8 from the field, 8 of 8 from the free throw line. Harris draws the assignment.
It looks like they're going to make him go. There it goes. I was going to say, you're not going to give him the ball that way.
Bayless attacking, deflected by Carter, out of bounds. 5 seconds left on the shot clock.
You know, sometimes you don't make that much of a deflection, but they play into your set defensively. Now the 5 seconds, so Nate McMillan and company understand that. The deflection slows off an offense down and forces them to get into their set and reload it.
Fernandez will toss it in with 1:07 on the game clock. Big possession here. Outlaw makes his move. Shot clock winding down, and Outlaw sticks it. Pivotal bucket for Travis Outlaw, who has been a thorn in the Nets side in the fourth quarter.
He has such great elevation with his shot that he believes that regardless of whether he shakes the defender or not, he's going to get his shot off because he's going to rise above you. Now watch, Simmons is coming. He stops on a dime. I mean, give me a break there. I mean, take a look. If you watch this, look at the elevation. Picture perfect. A real tough one for the Nets.
Stay tuned after the final buzzer for the Nets postgame. Chris W. Sheeran recaps all the action from this battle with the Blazers and a roundup from the rest of the NBA. Michelle Beadle has reaction from the locker room. It's the Nets postgame, and it's right here on Yes. Well, you see the game reset. Blazers have a full timeout, a couple of 20s. Nets still have a 20-second timeout. The issue for the Nets now is clock. 1:03 left, down by 6. Have to have points here on this possession.
I think you go towards the basket in a hurry, like right there, and go for it.
Harris, spin. Nahara tried to poke it free, and that could do it.
I'd start fouling right now, I am.
49 seconds left. Not sure you want to foul Roy, though. 84% shooter.
That's why he's going to hang on to it.
And Harris will get a technical. The Nets did not want the foul there after they had committed to playing defense.
Now we have a technical foul on Bobby Simmons.
Well, Bobby Simmons picks up the tee. Excuse me. I thought Harris had something to say.
Correction. Personal fouls on Devin Harris.
So the personal foul on Harris. Now, either way, it's Bayless at the free throw line, and then Roy.
Personal foul on Bobby Simmons. Technical foul on Devin Harris.
All right, that's the correct call. Personal foul on Bobby Simmons, technical on Devin Harris. You see the reaction from Mike Callahan.
Both players reacted, so you could see where either one might have been teed up on that one, but it's a tough break because the Nets thought they closed in there and triggered the loose ball and deflected it out of there.
And now the Blazers have their largest lead of the night. You know, the frustration on one end from Devin Harris missing on the runner. And then once they made the decision to allow Portland to cross half court
and retain it on a missed free throw, so they got to continue to foul right now.
And there's the foul on Harris. But the point being, they had committed. Now we're just looking to stop them. We're not looking to give the foul. And Harris was called on the personal out along the sideline. The double team, Harris and Simmons on Roy. So Bayless can pad his numbers. He's got 21. Now with 22. And the Nets' 4-game home winning streak will come to an end. Both teams were beaten soundly last night, both on the road. Nets in Boston, Blazers in Philadelphia. Nets with a 32-point loss, Portland with a 21-point loss. And the question tonight, which team was going to come out and rebound from the embarrassment 24 hours ago? Nahara gets the bucket.
Still have to play this out with the fouls. Yep, over the top.
And now Nahara looking to foul Aldridge. Didn't get him. And the Nets are backing off.
Yep.
6-second difference. Shot clock to game clock.
Interesting stat too, Ian. This team is now 16-3, the Blazers, when they score over 100 points.
Yep. Bayless unable to hit. 3 seconds left. Harris will take it in for the layup. And Devin Harris will finish with 23. Tough one tonight as the Nets fall to the Blazers. An excellent young team, Portland. And the Nets let this one slip away. They had built an 11-point lead in the third quarter. Blazers rally, and they knock off the Nets. 105-99. Bayless, big story in this one. The play of the game presented by Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% on car insurance.
This was a confidence booster for him individually and for his team as it gave them a 6-point lead with a little over 3 minutes left. Boy, and that rattled the rim, Ian, and I think it rattled the Nets at that point in this basketball game also.
So the Geico play of the game. Let's check out the Land Rover extraordinary player of the game. It is Brandon Roy. 29 points, 8 rebounds, and everything very much under control, playing at his pace. You don't look at him and say he's the quickest guy on the floor, yet he finds a way to get to the rim.
Oh, he's a polished basketball player.
Well, that'll do it here at the Izod Center. Once again, the final score, Portland 105, the Nets 99. Coming up next, it's the Nets postgame show. The producer of Nets basketball is Frank DeGrace. Directed by John Wilson. Studio produced by Troy Benjamin III. Directed by John Purcell. Supervising producer Woody Fryman. The executive producer John Filippelli. Join us again on Saturday when the Nets play host to the Boston Celtics. Coverage begins at 12:30. Game time just after 1 o'clock. For more on the Yes Network, log on to YesNetwork.com. For Jim Spinarkle, Michelle Beadle, our entire Yes Network crew, I'm Ian Eagle saying so long from the IC. Chris Sheeran and the postgame show starts right now.